Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Has anyone missed me? Yes. Thank you. I'm only joking. Right, yeah, so we've still been posting, but we haven't had a week in a life on the Courier exchange. But we are this week, and we are back with a bang, as you're going to find out. It's been a busy, varied week, but at the end of the day, it's been a really, really good week. So let's get straight into it, and I hope you enjoy. And don't forget to subscribe. Let's get to 1,000, maybe 200 first. You know, let's not get too far. 500 and 1,000, but please subscribe, like, comment, and here we go. Hello and welcome to Monday, everybody, and I'm back. It's Monday the 7th of June, and it is midday. So what we're looking at, fuel prices are up again, aren't they? 104.25. So yeah, that's considerably going up, isn't it? So that's not good. So let me know if fuel price is cheaper. Comments below, then we can go back to them and have a word and go see if we can get this a bit lower, because it seems to be across the board, isn't it? It's going up. So anyway, so like I said, some work done on the van this morning. It's minor work. It's done. Nothing yet. Limb services. It was a good interchange between all the motorways. Obviously near Warrington, Limb, Runcorn, and then further Manchester, etc, etc. So plan for today, which may not work, is now, because of being past midday, really looking at anything just a long distance one. And if we can't get anything long distance, then we might just leave it there today, because we're getting on now. Like I said, if you want to get in after lunch, it's sort of struggle. A few local jobs, it's not really worth running really for that. It might sound stupid, but it's just my strategy. I wouldn't prefer just to start afresh tomorrow, which I thought was going to start tomorrow, but because the work was done early, we were away, so we'll just wait here and see if we can get a long distance job. Hopefully Manchester or Chester has the COVID jobs, and that will do really for the day, and then we'll go from there. But anything can happen, so good to be back, refreshed and ready to smash this week. Right, I'll see you later. Hello and welcome back. It's actually Tuesday afternoon, 20 to 2. So yeah, yesterday was looking like nothing. It was so hot yesterday. I was like at Limb Services, simply began sweating my head off. So just wasn't until it's not far home, so I went home because nothing was coming up really. And then the job came up round the corner, like basically a village down the road. I knew it was the who did the COVID tests. It wasn't COVID test though. It was 25 mile. Because I knew no one was there, and I thought just get that and come back, so I put 50 quid on it, or 55. Rang up and said, can you go down to 45? I went, no, sorry. So she said, right, I'll come back to you. So they reposted it, put the same price in again. 5 minutes later they rang up and said, we're struggling, I'll send it over for you. So I did that. It's Tarpley. I don't think they're working from home, so I think it was one employee to another, just a box. So I got back about 4:30 home, and then home for about half an hour or so, and then one of the jobs popped up. They've done many times, told you before. It was a good paying one the other Saturday. It was that firm again. It was going from Runcorn. I was going down to Exeter. I didn't put silly money in it, but I put a really competitive pricing on it, because it was obviously nearly 4 hours to Exeter. So got that. And before actually, sorry, just to go there. So I got that job to Exeter, and on the way I already changed my location to Exeter. A job called Yeovil to Banbury. So I bid on that, and I got that before I'd actually picked this one up, going down to Exeter. So we're all ready to go with jobs lined up. So yeah, I think total for yesterday, when it's looking like going to be a nothing day, absolutely zero takings, and go fresh today. Turn about 250 per day, minus costs, etc. So that's really good. So yeah, it was just to a residential address. And I just took that job because I know it's going to be not much work there. So Yeovil's about 40 mile away. But I made good money on the other jobs, pence per miles wise, so I thought I'd just do that and go and take it early and get out of Exeter way. So I stayed in Yeovil. As I put on Discord, if you're on Big Birdie's Discord, I put just looking for somewhere to stay, but luckily I found somewhere reasonably priced in Yeovil on Airbnb, so that was good. I was literally about a mile from the pickup, so that was even a bigger bonus. So I've been to this place before. It's a helicopter place. The security's quite tight there and you have to get escorted. So I got there at 9 o'clock, 9 to 12 pickup. Didn't know anything about it. The person contact there doesn't work on site until Thursday. Then she got another contact, went back to security, and they weren't expecting it to be today. So eventually I was there about 50 minutes on site, and eventually got the 2 boxes and made my way up to Banbury. So here we are in Banbury, just waiting for something to pop up. Hopefully north, but anywhere will do. Got £110 for the job from Yeovil to Banbury, so all good. So yeah, I was only paying about going down to Exeter yesterday. M5 had a night closure from 8 o'clock till 6 a.m, and that was exactly where I wanted to go, so I had another 20 minutes on to the journey. So we got to Yeovil about 11 o'clock last night, but you know, I didn't really do anything till about 3 o'clock, so it was all good, and good money for the day yesterday. So good to be back, getting a bit of swing of things. It is a bit quiet in Banbury way. There was job come up, but put a price up but didn't get it. It's going to Brentwood, so that wasn't of interest. I put a price I couldn't refuse on it, so didn't get that. So right, any other updates? No, nothing. So we'll leave it there. It's Tuesday, and I don't know when we'll see you. Maybe later, or maybe tomorrow. Who knows? See you later. Hello, welcome back. And we are now on Wednesday evening. It's about 7 o'clock now, and as you can see, not the Premier Inn, as people have been noticing. Hotels have been going whoop, skyrocketing back up now. Stuff's open. I do have a business account, like I said, with Premier Inn, and that's pay monthly, but there's nothing in the area, so slightly annoying. But we're in Gainsborough. I'll explain why in 1 second. So as I left yesterday, we're in Banbury, and unlike the last few weeks, nothing. So that's over 100 dead miles home. Just wanted to get home. It was hot, wasn't it? It's been hot this week. It's just had enough, to be honest. I think really put the nail in the coffin. I think one come up Banbury to Liverpool. I was literally 2 minutes from it. Drop off in the morning. Waiting quite a keen price because obviously got the job up to Banbury. And no luck. So that really did me in. So I could not be arsed. I just went home. So on the way back, job come up for this morning. It was Crewe to Portsmouth. So I got that. Just over 150. It was good. Yeah, it was keenish price. It wasn't bad. So collected that this morning and dropped that in Portsmouth. Luckily, I got there just at 5 to 1. It said, "Oh, the goods inward is not open back till 1. Can you wait 5 minutes?" I was like, "Or do you want to come back?" I was like, "I'm not going to bloody come back, am I? It's 5 minutes, love." Yeah, so just waited 5 minutes, surprisingly. Got in, pallet off, job done. So we were in Portsmouth. I thought, I think it's about 1 o'clock, 1:15, because it's, it's nearly a 4-hour drive. So I thought, right, we're going to be stuck in Portsmouth. On the way down, ideal job came up. Eastleigh to Bolton, which we've been dropping off the next morning. I went in keen, very keen, I think just over 50p a mile. I think it was one of the speedy freights. Heard nothing for 5 minutes, he was still on there, so I gave him a quick call just to see if I could get it. And he goes, oh, the load's been sold. I was like, for frig's sake. Absolutely no luck at all. I couldn't believe it. I thought, good price, back low price, got the price going down. That'll do me. Literally could have picked that straight up after the drop and gone back up north, back home. Would have been at home tonight instead. Right, so every cloud, nearly, it was not quite as good as that, but it might work out better in the long run. So, as I was in Portsmouth, and then a job came up Southampton to Retford. Retford's near Worksop that way. Just dropping at an airport, which was the world's smallest airport. It was like a small box, literally that big. So what did I get for that? 130-ish. So just over 280 for the day. So good day. Helps make up for having on dead miles yesterday. So that really helps. So again, as I was coming up, we changed my postcode to this area. A job came up Lincoln in the morning, tomorrow morning, Lincoln to Heathrow. And this is where, it's not really a tip, but for any newbies, is learn, even if it's not your area, learn areas. Because before I go onto this, if an example of a bad example is I've learned a couple of times now, personally for me up to short wheelbase, Oxford, Banbury, bugger all, really. It's not a place I'll be perching or going near, really. I've been there a few times and something rarely comes up. I think it's trial and error. You can see what jobs come up in areas when you go to places, and you'll learn where to go to and where not to go to. Or if you do go to the areas where you're out the way a bit, it's risk and reward strategy, because you might be the only driver. So coming back to now, that's where it's worked out. So it was Lincoln in the morning to Heathrow, one of the cargo depots, just dropping off there. 150 mile. I thought it's not a lot. Not going to be a lot of drivers in Lincoln. I know it's the night before, but still there wouldn't be a lot of drivers. So I went £150 for a small van job. Half an hour later, no qualms. Can you still do it? Yes, I can. That will do for me. So it says 9 pickup. I'll get that before then. And Heathrow around that TW postcode is pretty good usually. Feltham as well. So I'd be hopeful of getting something, just anything north after that, because obviously that's really good money, especially for a small van job. £150. It might be, yeah, 150, yeah. So it's worked out okay. Now I'm at the Travelodge. I think it's just over £30. So for that, so that's not too bad, because everything else is skyrocketing £70-80 now for Premier Inns. So we're going to have to reevaluate the hotel situation. I do get subsidised a little bit through family, but I don't get subsidised that bloody much. So we might have to look into, if it's more than one night away in a week, we might have to look at the old tramping situation. So yeah, that's going to be looking into, because now we're getting into summer. I think the hotel prices are going to go all the way up there. So some of them ridiculous prices. Some of them like where they were like, I know, I appreciate it's lockdown, but if it's something like £150-60, it's absolutely ludicrous. And there's nothing in Lincoln, so Gainsborough's only 25 minutes from the pickup tomorrow. The aircon in here is superb, so that's a bonus. Not usually a fan of Travelodges, but yeah, this is good. The aircon was on as soon as I got in. There's like a fridge in here, so that suits me to a T. Just need to get the van regassed, because I obviously bought it second hand. I don't think it's probably ever been done, so need to sort that as soon as possible, because it's quite hot even with the windows open. So yeah, long update. Obviously with quite a lot's happened. So we'll go and pick that up in the morning, get down to Heathrow, hopefully that's straightforward. And then we'll just anything north, or I'll just head back north. You know, it's Thursday when I get back. Rather be at home than be in a hotel or a van. So let's see what happens. Right, see you later. Hello, welcome back everybody, and it's now Friday, so sorry I missed you yesterday, but let's update. So Wednesday we're in Gainsborough, then Thursday we had a job from Lincoln, going down to the cargo, one of the cargo places in Heathrow Airport. So got there a little bit earlier. Obviously it's key just to get there earlier, just always worth the chances ready. So I was meant to be at 9, but I think I was away by 8:45, loaded and ready to go. Just 2 crates. Not sure I should have done it, or he should have told me, because I know it works sometimes, but the goods, because they give me the paperwork, were worth £122,000 for these 2 crates. Going, I think the eventual was going to an ESSO plant in Guyana. Some fans or something, I don't know, but it's worth 122,000. My goods in transit doesn't quite cover that. So, but anyway, we got there. It was pretty straightforward. I was worried about being the airport cargo centre, but it was pretty straightforward. You just drive up a really steep, windy concrete thing, and the Arctic was coming down. I was behind it. Jesus, it was only just fits, and it struggled to get down. So I literally thought to try whiz that off, and that was done. But on the way down to dropping this off, it was a backload rate, but it was going from Bicester. Is it Bicester? Near Oxford. Yes, Oxford. I know Oxford. So don't go Oxford. Particularly, I wasn't going there or perching there. It just came up on, because I put my journey on the CX from there and there, so that it came up job to Crewe, which is obviously around the corner from myself. And I put it as a backload rate, but it was pick up a few hour window in the afternoon and deliver this morning on Friday. It was a short wheelbase job. I just went in at small van money and got it. So that was brilliant. Granted, I had 50 miles to get there to pick it up, but of course, as I mentioned, the job I got for £1 a mile going from Lincoln to Heathrow. So I think all miles on Thursday, everything all in, was about 77-78p a mile. So that's brilliant. So yeah, so we're on to Friday now. We dropped that off this morning. We said it was booked in between 8 and 10. Obviously got there at 8. It was Ryman in Crewe, which is their headquarters. Given the paperwork, bloke comes with a forklift. Was there 2 minutes. Job's a good one. So I had a job booked in after. Booked it the night before, going from Elton, which is near Chester Services, near the M56. Done quite, not this particular one, but I've delivered to on collected from quite a few times. Sunbelt Rentals, so it's just some off hire of some equipment. So it's just a site, found it quite easily. Give the contact a ring, and he came out with the equipment, loaded that, and that was in. Let's have a look. Where was that? It was Stokes. It was TS. It was T-side postcode. But we let's have a look. Let's get it right. Stokesley. So yeah, that was Stokesley. In Teesside. I've picked up from there before. It's a tiny place. Literally at the door. I was literally there 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Straight to the door, open the door, lift them out, put them there, sign the paperwork, and we were gone. We were gone because we had a job booked in. And it was, I know Fridays, my strategy should be stay local, because there's plenty of work in the northwest area. But risked it, like my risk and reward strategy, go high, go long, come back. So that's what we did, risked it. We went to Teesside, I'm just going to add this clip in now. So yeah, just to add on to the collection I had in Redcar, sorry, forgot, would be interesting to mention, it was a bit of a very secure site. If anyone's been there, it is Wilton International. So we three attempts to get to the right place. So when I got there, I had to watch a 6-minute bloody video on site security, and then go through security, and then picking up some dry ice for a place which was going, like I said, was going to Bevington. It's at Unilever, and when I got to Unilever, the person at Goods In was not happy. He really said, "I'm sorry, I'm ranting, but not at you." But he said he's got to go in the fridge, and he goes, "We haven't got a fridge here. This bloke's a dickhead, and this bloke's this, and he's not here now, and I've been left for it." So he wasn't happy. And I've been, because of being a Friday, the M60, M62 was a bit congested all the way down, so it took 3 hours from Redcar to get to Bevington at Unilever, well, near Port Sunlight. So yeah, he wasn't happy, chappy, and it's been in the van for 3 hours. So they didn't request anything, just says please take care, it said on the notes, which did. It didn't move, the little box did not move from under the seat. So but I'm not sure how icy it would have been when I got there, so that's their problem, I suppose. So yep, just added this in, and now let's carry on. On a Friday, and that was about 120, so that was alright money. But then we got a job 20 minutes around the corner in Redcar, and that got me to Bevington in the Wirral, which were just around the corner, well, just down the M56, M53, sorry, now. So that was fantastic, really. Just put 110 on that, just to get it, and I got it. So rounds off another good week. So I haven't been in the swing of things the last 2 weeks, but that's smashed it this week, to be honest, with takings well over target really for the size of van that I'm in. As I do think overall there is a ceiling of what you can make in a week because of the pence per mile that you can charge. So I think I'm really at the ceiling of what I can earn in a week, so that's really good. So the strategy worked all week apart from bloody Tuesday, was it? I was in fucking Banbury. But overall it's been really good. I mean, would have been better if I got that job Banbury to Liverpool, but hey ho. As you say, any newbies or people wanting to join, it's not always a winner. As Tuesday proved, with no job back home or even anywhere really, and nothing really come up at all. So that rounds up the week. Quite a few comments from you guys this week, great. Speaking to, I forgot her name, sorry, about thinking of joining, so he rang up, and I think Big Birdie's mentioned the price rise for new people, £1,600. Somebody was quoted, 1,600. Now, I joined in September of last year, and that's nearly 800 more than I paid for 12 months with 3 months thrown in. So, unless they're trying to discourage, let's say it like that, new members to their platform, the CX, I don't know. To try and cut out the people that are the 30, 50p a milers, trying to cut them out, price them out of being on it. So I don't know, but that's going to really discourage new people joining CX, and maybe it's getting busier because there isn't as many new people joining the platform, which is understandable, that price. I don't think I couldn't now, if I started, I'm not sure I could afford that much money. Got to think if that's an outlay straight away, 1,600, van, fuel for 2 months. It's a lot of money to join the CX now. So that was interesting to find out. Someone told me how much it was. So yeah, I hope everyone's had a good week. Euros are starting tonight. England on Sunday. No work Monday. And no, work later Monday. It's fair, work later Monday this week worked. Did one small job on on about 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and I got the big job down Exeter. So Don't always have to start early. It might be a bit later on Monday. We'll see. But enjoy the weekend if you're watching it. Get a few beers down here. Like, comment and subscribe. Let's try and get to 200. We're nearly there. And then we'll try and hit 500 after that. Appreciate all the support. And I'll see you in the next one.